Hello, beautiful Divine One. Thank you for choosing you in this moment. At least if this transmission resonates for you. And you don't need to watch it in its entirety to know. So I'm being called to ask you to check in with yourself right now, taking a deep breath in, and ask yourself the question, is this for me? And see how you feel. If you feel expanded, excited, ignited, then this is for you. If you feel other feelings, then perhaps something, well, not perhaps, there will be something else, higher frequency, calling you in this now. Go play there. It's all about play, friends. This is what I know, that this is what the message is about today. It's all about play. Play is your purpose. Playing in the now is your purpose. Playing in the now thoughtlessly, like without thought and without afterthought. This is really where like thoughts go to sleep. Like thoughts, what I'm hearing, my human resisted a little bit, thoughts are very much dead weight at this time. It is the dead weight that is keeping you down. And I'm being told to get in it with you. So if this calls to you, ground yourself in this beautiful magical now, in this beautiful moment where we share breath, where we are co-creating. And with each inhale, breathing into your heart space, the source of you, your truth, your light, your divinity. Releasing and surrendering to the now with each exhale. And breathing into that heart space. Okay. Something is being uncovered. We have the six of emotions with the 10 of voices, with the 10 of cups, the 10 of emotions at the bottom. Okay, I'm going to see what else is going on here because I don't have a clear enough, the Hermit, clear enough stream yet to go through with you. Okay. Temperance, 3 of inspiration, being told to take the top card. Okay. This, we have the moon. This is very much a time of going within and illumination. This is a little bit of a time of silence. The Hierophant, 5. This is a time of, it's like, okay. Imagine going on planning a trip. Like, let's say you've always wanted to go to Thailand and you've planned this trip. It's not so much that you have expectations, it's just you have imagined what you will experience there, like how you will feel, how different it will be, how, I don't know, like you've imagined this because you feel called to go. Right? This is like a place that you've always wanted to go, right? This type of energy, this type of frequency. And you finally go and you're there. And when you arrive to the first day, you wake up sick. And then finally you get better. And then there's more like things do not go smoothly. There's like, you're in this place, the space that you always wanted to go to. But what is being revealed to you and what your human is experiencing is not necessarily like bliss and comfort. Like, I imagine maybe there's some frustrations, some opportunities for alchemy, right? That type of vibe. So this is where this transmission finds you, whomever you are, whomever this collective is. It's like you're there, but there's like a moment of catching up with your ego, or that like your physical, that has to happen. There's like a melding that is occurring at this time. Like all the pieces are really being pulled towards each other, pulled together, pulled back together. It's very much a time of, it's a lone time in many ways. Which is not to say that there is, with this Hermit, I don't feel like complete isolation. This is very much creating the space to be alone with self, to reflect, because there is much to be reflected on. Sorry friends, my ear's a bit itchy. My human is struggling with intense allergies here in this new space. Yesterday morning, I'm feeling very cool to share this because it was so beautiful. If my little one had not been with me, which will always be the case until it is not, was with me, so I couldn't record it. But I walked outside to hang the washing. We wake up really early, so this was about 7:30 in the morning, and the tree was buzzing, vibrating. I'll take a picture and post it in the community post. But this tree was vibrating, and I looked up to see that it had just like overnight pollen, like gone full bloom. Like suddenly there was yellow everywhere, and there was just bees everywhere, 555, and things, this imagery, this message of like things are happening magically for you, things are happening overnight, is coming through again, right? So whatever, it's like you're shifting things at the same intensity that your human is, that you're experiencing them. That's how it came through. So I feel like the intensity, like the melting pot is pretty intense, and you're like, oh, just get it off. Okay, what do I need to shift now? Like where am I still holding a limiting belief? Like the ability to detach from the attachment seems to be coming a whole lot easier, like really, really easy, or seems to be really, really easy coming to this, right? Because this is what is truly being illuminated to you at this time, right? And this is the inner child stuff, which it all is. It's all inner child stuff. It's all stuff that we told ourselves, convinced ourselves was true when we were too young to know better, right? The limiting beliefs, the ways of playing small to make other people more comfortable. When you were little, you knew your power. You were so embodied in your truth, in your empathy, right? You were so connected to everything that you would feel when you made people uncomfortable. So you, and in your empathetic nature, you wanted nothing more than to make people comfortable. So you made yourself smaller, right? It's like the paradox. It is the paradox that unwraps the paradox. Okay, this is what's coming through. This is what I'm seeing visually. I'm seeing like infinity symbols in scales, like flying around, kind of like banging into each other, into like, into like nothingness, really, into like starlight. But it is, this is what's coming through. Like there is this paradox, right? The paradox of you, the paradox of why, of like what was once thought to be true, right? What you once needed to believe to feel safe in the world. So I'm going to pull an alchemy on this 6 of emotions and this 10 of voices, this 10 of swords, because the 10 of swords, the 10 of voices speaks about resisting and ending, resisting. It's not so much just an ending, it's just resisting change, resisting newness, resisting the unknown. There we go. That's what was lurking at the back there. It's this resistance to the unknown, this feeling of like safe in the known, right? Safe in ways of being in the known. Like, oh, this used to work before, so it's definitely going to work now, right? Also, like, we get comfortable doing things. We get comfortable with certain tools. And I feel like your toolkit is being updated. Okay, so let's see what's going to come through here. Oh, my God. Okay. Mercurius. I like this Mercurius because very much this is what's coming through right now, is that approach everything with curiosity. Like everything is play. So curiously play and see what happens, see what reflects back to you. Okay, Mercury is number 3. We also have the 3 of inspirations here, right? This 3 of inspirations, I feel, is the step that you take, right? So I feel that there is this step into this energy, right? The 10 of Cups, the like everything is there, the bliss card, the heaven, the your heaven is here card, right? For many people, many readers refer to this as the happiest card of in the tarot. And in many ways it is, right? It is sort of representative of the embodiment of bliss, right? And this is what you're stepping into. But things like have to come into balance first. It's like trying to walk, on dominoes, like something haphazard. Things are going to come into balance with the release and the trust that you give yourself permission to embody with regards to whatever this is in your current 3D reality. Because your human is experiencing some stuff at this time, right? There is much that is being illuminated to you with the moon. I'm being called that the moon is 18, 1 and 8 being 9, right? I'm hearing like this is last lunar cycle, it's like the last time. So whatever this 10 of voices and 6 of emotions represents for you, it's really, really one of the things like that is going to be the most liberating for you. This is an opportunity for freedom, one that you find because you do in time, at the right time, whenever that is for you. And I'm also being called to the Temperance card here, having these moon phases. I didn't notice that before. Okay, so this is a cycle of curious play, with whatever self-exploration is being called for, whatever is being illuminated to you at this time. Okay. Signals, messages, tricks. In the realm of Mercury, anything is possible. The energy is transfixing and seductive, just like the metal itself. Since this planet rules commerce and communication, it's likely there are deals, contracts, and calls being exchanged that will spin you into a whirl of mercurial wonder. Don't rush big decisions or get caught in the mesmerizing energy. Rather, pay particular attention to the precise words that are being spoken and written. There may be a trick underway, maybe not. No one is sure yet. It is said that the energy of Mercury is found in the pinky finger and that its ally color is green. Enjoy your time in this emerald hall of mirrors. Just don't sign your name on the dotted line until what is liquid becomes solid, until clear words are expressed by an honest tongue. Go deeper, look up the statue Mercury and Psyche by Reinhold Begas, 1857, to ponder the riddle with no answer. Mercury reigns over all forms of communication. It is a particularly potent time for writing, learning, teaching. A pen is an excellent channel of Mercury's power. Sorry, I feel like I may have shouted into the mic there. Mercury is related to the god Hermes, a psychopomp and messenger of the gods. Witty and quick, Hermes can be seen in all things winged and swift, and in the caduceus. Okay, I hope I pronounced that one word correctly. There is a settling in here. I'm feeling that there is such a settling in with self. And this is what I'm also like seeing right now. It's like, settle in, friends. I'm seeing like a big comfy armchair, and like it's like so much is going to be shown to you. 1444. So much is going to be shown to you in the quiet, in the unknown, in you not trying to fill spaces with noise, with clutter, with stuff that was comfortable, with stuff that was resonant. So once again, I'm hearing your toolbox is being updated, but in order for you to allow it to be upgraded, you actually have to make space. So there are some ways of being, some spiritual ways of being that are being called for your reflection at this time. It's like, okay, it's like certain things can become like crutches. Like, here's one. Okay, everything you always do is perfect. There's nothing that you can do that is bad, that is wrong. If you've done it, it's perfect. It is of assistance, it is true, but the human can morph it, the ego can kind of morph it so that one ends up giving oneself permission to not change, right? Because everything you do is perfect. Nothing can touch you, nothing can harm you. Everything is divinely timed, divinely aligned. And it can keep your human stuck because you can be like, oh, well, I can do it whenever. And you can. But the truth of you knows, and you're human, that you are here for more. Okay, that you came here for more. 2 cards, 3 cards on the floor. Many cards on the floor. Okay, but I'm not being told to take all of them. I'm going to reshuffle because there feels, yeah. Okay, let's see. 8 of Voices, the Emperor, 9 of Voices, 9 of Swords, Queen of Emotions, Queen of Cups. This is speaking to authenticity, specifically to you maybe not giving yourself full permission to be your authentic self. I'm feeling that a lot of energy is wasted on holding up a mask or putting on a performance. Take it how it resonates, friends. But there is acting in a way, but not so much. This isn't settle the ego, because I just felt like a big spike in the energy there. This is not to say that you are acting, right? This is referring to the conditioning that is still running in the background, the programming that was created when you were small. It really is coming through as you were scared to stand in your light because standing in your light made people uncomfortable. So it's an anxiety switch, it's a trigger switch. It's a huge resistance within your human's old coding that is making it so difficult for you to truly stand in your authenticity fully, completely, without the mind stepping in. But once again, with this 9 of Voices, this 9 of Swords, this really is where all the fears are put to bed. There's something more here on this 9 of Swords. So friends, whenever this message finds you, you are the key. You are the key to everything that you seek. Page of Inspiration. You are the key to everything that you seek. You choosing to be the being that you feel called to be in each and every now moment is the gateway to everything. And you receive the information, like you receive the guidance, you receive the clarity in the silence, in the stillness, not in the busyness of the mind. So we have the 9 of swords, we have the 8, the 9, and the 10 of swords, of voices here. So there is really, there has been a big progression. What I'm seeing is like in hearing, it's like the crescendo of like music. There's like this progression, right, where you can feel the build up, and this is like that moment. I'm feeling this very much, this rebirth, this re-entering the world, 2, 3, 4. So you're right on time, and I'm being called to leave this transmission right there with you are right on time. I saw at that time 2, 4, 3 on the timer. So like the 2, 3, 4, it's like you've got all the pieces. It's everything is just currently moving with your intention, with your breath, with every permission slip that you give yourself, because you have to give yourself, your human, permission to do things differently, to be different, to something about time is very much coming through here, like to not be concerned with the timing of things. To not be concerned with the timing of things, like just play, like, and to not be concerned with the numbers. Okay. That message, for whomever it was for, it was it felt like a candy floss stream of consciousness. I don't know how to explain what that was. It was fun for my human to experience, so thank you. Okay, but I am being called to leave the message there. So beautiful divine one, thank you for all the ways that you are anchoring the light. Thank you for being the beautiful being that you are. If you haven't told yourself lately just how much you matter, just how magnificent you are, please do so when you next have a moment. Because friends, you've done what very few humans could have done, like chose to do. Like the path that you chose, the path that you are sort of unfolding with, is not a path that everybody chose, because it is not an easy path. It is like the most beautiful path, because, well, just because I'm not being told to go any further there, but it's like the road less traveled. Okay, that's actually the title of the book, but it's the road less traveled. You are forging the way. So what you experience, in order to have that, to be able to embody that, to stand in your light, to stand in your divinity, to stand in your truth, to let go of the reins, to just simply play and be, that is how you assist others. Sometimes it's not about the messages. Like sometimes I know that these videos, well, the message may be for someone. Sometimes it's merely just the energy. It's just the reminder that you came here to play, that the way through is you, is choosing you in each and every now moment. Right? Sometimes we just need reminding, because our humans can get caught up in all the bullshit really, really quickly, right? We can attach to a thought, and within that attachment have 50 thoughts, right? There's some insane fact that like the human thinks something like over like 3,000 thoughts a day, or I can't remember, but it was a really, really crazy high number. So you cannot hear what is being whispered to you at this time if you are still playing in the thoughts. I know that for the beings that are still here at this particular point in the transmission, you are here to be a channel of source consciousness. There are higher streams of consciousness like surrounding you, like whirlwinds, like waiting for the moment to just pop in. You're being turned on, ignited, and like inspired at this time. Much is coming through for you in every which way. Have a beautiful, magical now. Bye-bye.